rappers get over interviews. Let's do it.
Is the real disrespectful. I'm going who you is. I will disrespect you.
Topic in the street. You, Big Flock, the video, controversy behind the video.
Man, no Big Flock, man. He's a big. No Big Flock.
Sources ID him as Abdul Vix, a rapper known as YBC Dul, affiliated with the West Philadelphia Young Bag Chasers.
One rapper dissed his op so bad, he got less than a day after the interview. And another dropped the diss on G Herbo so crazy, he got gunned down by his crew just a few months later. These are times rappers got killed over interviews. And we gotta start off with YBC Dul, because one interview he did was so disrespectful, it got him killed less than a day after it dropped. Dul was known for his extreme antics and dissing dead ops on songs. And some of the disses were so disrespectful, he even earned the name Mr. Disrespectful from his fans. Because he even went as far as digging up one of his ops' grave back in February 2024.
Tombstone, dirt up. Hey, yo, where the at, yo? Carney, where the you at?
That wasn't all, because in May, he was on an episode of No Jumper, and he completely went off on all of his ops.
All ops, BCK, LMG, 56th Street, Belmont, y'all never got back. No, 44 CB taming y'all. Look, 38th Street, 39th Street, I ain't even going live. The Dub too, and who else? I ain't gonna lie, it's many more. Collar Hill, Parkside, Blue for Bud. Is the real disrespectful. I'm going who you is. I will disrespect you.
Because just the day before, Brandon Buckingham had posted an interview he did with YBC Dul, in which Dul talked on his beef with his ops and about how he and his crew were really getting the ops smoked. He even mentioned how almost no one in their hood, including his ops, were ever outside. Because according to Dul, he and his gang were terrorizing the block up.
It just took Drake and he got gun butted with it. It's real, go listen to it. Every mom, dad, sisters, brothers, ops, we proving a point. No, it ain't no block you could go on down here and people outside. We blocks up. Never got robbed. I never got touched, shot at in the city.
I'm outside right now with the most disrespectful rapper in America.
And we on feet on land.
Feet on
land. They in the comments on No Jumper till my man don't be outside. My man outside every day, all day.
I pulled up at 2 p.m. It's almost midnight.
And it almost sounded like he was bragging about it at one point, but his ops would eventually get the drop on him. And on August 23rd, 2024, the car pulled up on him while he was at a stoplight in Philly and let off 5 shots, hitting him in his hand and chest before speeding off down the street.
We are learning new details about the investigation into the murder of a person police say is a well-known gang member. The sound coming from this surveillance video, according to Philadelphia police, the deadly claimed the life of Abdul Vix, also known as Young Dul.
His friend tried rushing him to the hospital, but unfortunately, he ended up passing away. And he probably should have eased up with all the dissing, since that's how many of his homies also went out. But if you thought that was crazy, one rapper lost his life for saying too much in his interview, and another died for speaking on his op. But first, let's talk about Tan DaGod, because her situation is even crazier than what happened to YBC Dul, and she made headlines back in 2023 for allegedly killing her ex, and making a whole project about it. Because Tan was an up-and-coming rapper from Oakland, and she'd been in the rap scene for a long time. But in 2023, she went viral for dropping a project called Ex Woodpack. Nobody knows what really went down, but Tan DaGod made it sound like she killed her ex-boyfriend and was smoking on him. Tan even went on Kid L's podcast to speak on the situation, and she didn't really say that she killed her ex, but Tan DaGod told Kid L,
threatening family and you know where people live. And I think about it, I'm like, you know where my loved ones live? You gotta go. you got to go. Especially if you got the audacity to threaten them. What? You threatening my people? Everybody gonna die. Oh, is we?
During the interview, Tan made it sound like her ex had abused her and was sending death threats to her family. And that's why she allegedly took him out. Kid L even asked Tan how she was free, since the cops should have done something by now.
Did they side with you on it? How did you evade any type of consequence, basically?
And Tan DaGod told him,
We gonna find that out on September 23rd.
Okay.
And after the Kid L interview dropped, everyone was trying to figure out what it really went down. And some people thought Tan was just talking crazy for clout. But then rumors started going around that she really did kill the dude and that she was even in the witness protection program. And about a month after her Kid L interview, Tan went on Off the Porch to announce that she'd beat the case and that if things hadn't worked out, she'd have probably done the race like TK. And people still weren't sure if she was clowning or not. But then she brought a tombstone of her ex on the interview to show she was really smoking on him and said,
Extra childish, making families mad. And oh well, because they ain't gonna do about it.
Smoking on that Axwood pack.
Oh yeah, you know it. Matter of fact, I got to smoke on this dead mother as we speak. Hold up. Hold on, let me get my love.
But things eventually go left for Tan DaGod because in July 2024, she was doing a meet and greet and performing for the grand opening of a beauty supply shop in Oakland. When out of nowhere, a dude ran up on her and shot her in front of everybody in broad daylight. According to reports, a dude in a hoodie walked in behind her after she was done chopping it up with her fans and allegedly got into some kind of argument with her. And that's when he upped the strap and started letting off shots. After the shots rang out, fans reported hearing Tan DaGod screaming, "I'm hit," and the paramedics soon rolled up to the scene to rush Tan to the hospital. But she was tragically pronounced dead just a couple hours later. And after the news broke, a lot of different stories started flying around about what really went down. At first, nobody knew why Tan DaGod got hit, but fans started connecting the dots to her interviews and the project she dropped back in 2023. And it's really tragic since Tan DaGod was finally starting to get some motion in the rap game. And sometimes, it's best not to even speak on things you did in interviews to gain clout, because that's part of the reason rapper G Money lost his life. Because NBA Youngboy and G Money were close friends at one point. But then, G Money pulled this move in a 2017 interview with Say Cheese, because he says,
he mad about his sister too though.
About his sister?
Yeah, I had a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he mad about that. He wasn't really tripping on it back then though, you know what I'm saying? He be calling me big brother.
And after this interview, G Money then went on to drop a diss on Youngboy named Industry. And in the song, he gets disrespectful, saying, "Your sister swallowed, so I never kissed her, but I with her, so I never dissed her." G Money was rising in fame after all of this, but he wasn't moving too smart and kept sending disses at NBA Youngboy and his homies, saying how he was still recording at the same studio and driving the same cars. And the beef ended up getting so serious that it led to gun violence. G Money was in the studio one night finishing up another recording session until shortly after leaving around 1 a.m. he was shot by an unknown person who was waiting for him at the door. And Youngboy spoke on the situation in a song named Poor One, where he rapped, "Matter of fact, I used to call you my big brother. Then you did some foul, and that with my sister." But G Money isn't the only rapper from TBG who died after dissing someone. And it didn't turn out good. The same happened.
Is this like a running theme from this channel? Trapologist. All right, well, at least that's good. From what I can tell, this ain't like a damn theme they got going on. I'm gonna ride through a little bit more, man. But it's like, once you've seen one, you've seen them all, dog. Once you've seen one, you've seen them all, bro. And it's more just the message. It's more about the message it sends, bro. At least the message I would like to send with this video, bro. This is exactly why I don't glorify none of this shit on my channel. None of it, bro, because this is the result. Dumb shit.
Recording session until shortly after leaving around 1 a.m. he was shot by an unknown person who was waiting for him at the door. And Youngboy spoke on the situation in a song named Poor One, where he rapped.
Hey, Youngboy, that's the only motherfucker I'm familiar with thus far that they brought up, dog. And Youngboy is a monster in hip hop right now. A fucking monster who just got sentenced, what, 2 years in prison? I forgot what the fuck he did, dog. You know what I mean? But whatever the fuck he did is going to put that much more money in his pocket because it just perpetuates the problem. You know what I'm saying? That's why I ain't never got them covered. I think I covered one Youngboy song, and I forgot the reason why I did it. You know what I mean? There was definitely a reason why the fuck I did it, bro. But we nah, bro. This ain't music, bro. It ain't. It's meant to fuck y'all up and keep y'all out the way while everybody else eats. While they busy killing each other, we ain't got to worry about them. We can continue out here dominating. Whomever we is, whoever way you want to call it, dog, the elites, the powers that be, whatever the fuck they got, you know, the black folks out here scrambling like chickens with their head cut off, killing each other. Move them the fuck out the way while we can get it, bro. When the shit should be flipped on his head and we empowering these fools to educate yourselves on what the real goal is, which is financial literacy, which is competency, which is the ability to speak English, which is growth, which is wealth, which is taking care of your family, which is doing things the right way, which is, you know, self-love, self-growth, friendships, relationships, all that shit, bro. But nah, this is it's an extension of just how fucked up society is, bro. This ain't no difference than bitches selling their soul for OnlyFans. It's just that this is what fuck black folks up, while, you know, OnlyFans fucks the whores up. You know, the emasculation of men, motherfuckers being trans and gay or whatever the fuck, fucking men or men being soft fucking men up, bro. It's just an extension of how flipped upside down society is, bro. But I just hate to see it, bro, because, you know, it's my people killing each other, but nothing.
Matter of fact, I used to call you my big brother. Then you did some foul, and that with my sister. But G Money isn't the only rapper from TBG who died after dissing someone. And it didn't turn out good. The same happened with Boulevard Quick. Because in 2018, after Quick got out of prison, he started going hard with the music as well. And in August 2018, he dropped the video for the song Never Lacking. And at the end, he went on a huge rant against Youngboy.
I say it's literally OnlyFans for dudes, bro. Like, that's the way, bro. You get up, you at least you portray the image that you a killer, portray the image that you street to get that street cred to become a rapper, dog. That's like a prerequisite to becoming a rapper, being successful in this lane, dog. It's the same thing as bitches selling ass on OnlyFans, right? You gotta sell some ass to get popping and get some attention to get that coin, bro. When it's only like, you know, 0.1% of them that actually get paid from this shit. Wonder what percentage of these motherfuckers out here really getting paid enough. Well, there's no value. There's no amount that should make little kids want to do this, but you know, they don't fucking know no better. They idiots. But that's what it is. I got to, in order for me to be famous, in order for me to get attention, in order for me to be the fucking man, in order for me to goddamn run shit, you know, gotta be a gangster, gotta be a thug, gotta be a killer, gotta be a boss. I gotta go to jail. You feel me? Lost in them single mother households, bro.
Shut that. Pull up. Back. Don't chill. You know, TBG Gorilla Gang. Long live G Money. I'ma talk my. I don't hide behind money, cause I ain't got that much. So I'm in the field. Can't be. It must be counterfeit. You dropped the bag while I'm still breathing.
And Youngboy's mom hopped in and told Boulevard Quick to leave him alone. But Boulevard Quick wasn't hearing that and responded, telling her to mind her business, which really pissed Youngboy off.
Man, mom, tell me about that. That eat a big long.
So just a few weeks later, he was killed. In November 2018, the police found Quick's body in the parking lot of his apartment complex. YB spoke on the situation on Impact, saying, "They spoke on my mama. I ain't want to talk. I end up killing her." But now, let's move on to OG Man, because he wasn't a real rapper like YBC Dul and Tan DaGod, but he went viral in 2016 for dropping a diss with a music video so disrespectful, even DJ Academic straight up called it demonic. OG Man was one of DMV's biggest hitters, and his name was well respected in the streets. But then, he decided to have relations with Big Flock's girl, who was one of his homies at the time. And that's what pissed Big Flock off, because when he found out about it, he dropped a diss on Man called The Intro, calling out OG as a snitch for the feds, where he rapped. A man turned to informant, thought that he was real. He put on a good performance. And Man wasn't too happy with the diss, since his crew really hated snitches. So when he finally got out of jail, he took to the studio to record Truth, one of the most disrespectful disses of all time, in which he rapped, "I know why you mad, cause I'm your. Stop playing with me. Talking about I'm snitching. Rest in peace to Lil Chris. Yeah, I know they miss him. Don't trip. His whole squad gonna lay there with him." And that wasn't all, because the music video was actually shot at C. Diddy's grave, one of Big Flock's closest homies and most respected gang member.
Yeah, you gonna die.
And after the video dropped, Man even linked up with Cutthroat TV for an interview in which he doubled down on his claims, dissing Big Flock and his crew even more.
Big Flock, the video, controversy behind the video.
Man, no Big Flock, man. He's a big. No Big Flock. He mad. He mad. He want my life. He mad. He ain't me. So, you know, I had to go on him like I went on him. It's simple. I don't go about you, your dead man, your mother, your father, your grandmother. I don't give a none of that. But I'm gonna go on you, your dead man, your mother, your grandfather, all that. Okay? You hear me? Like, you don't disrespect me and think I ain't gonna say nothing to you. I ain't want no You think you gonna say something too and I say nothing, I ain't gonna say nothing back. Like I know the real him. That's why the song came about, the truth. It ain't a sneak diss, it's the truth.
But Big Flock didn't take the dissing lightly. And unfortunately, OG Man Man would end up losing his life over it. Because on June 12th, 2016, Man Man received a call from someone who wanted him to pull up to Southeast DC for a cookout they were gonna have later that night. But once OG pulled up, the man walked up to him, his blick, letting off multiple shots and ending his life. Many suspected Big Flock as soon as it happened. And the cops later raided Flock's home for evidence, but found nothing more than rounds of ammunition and a few $1,000s worth of narcotics. And since there was no way to prove his involvement in Man Man's death, he was instead charged with illegal possession of firearms and drugs, which he took a plea deal for and got 45 months in jail. Let's move on to Lil JoJo, because he started.
All right, man. That's all I need, bro. It just speaks so much, bro. It just speaks volumes, dog. You know what I mean? From how sensitive and emotional motherfuckers is, dog, to be pulling the trigger on motherfuckers from talking. That one thing, which just tells you where we are in society, bro. The emasculation of men is real. Ain't no more of this. It's this first. I mean, he ain't got no daddies around, right? Ain't no real daddies around to goddamn check your motherfucking ass. And then the music is just, like I said before, dog. That's what this music is meant to do, to keep these people busy killing each other, so y'all out the way. Making us look bad, making us look like a bunch of goddamn savages and animals. But that ain't hip hop. That ain't black culture, bro. That's just idiot, degenerate waste of time. Waste of opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Waste of wins, waste of wealth when there's so much shit out here to be getting while y'all busy tied up with some fuck shit. But yeah. Anyway.